Hi everyone, it's so good to see you again. I hope you are doing well and everything that's going on around the world. So, I want to talk to you today about the 5 things that you should ask yourself before you decide to open a home care agency. I have a home care agency, and a lot of people ask me about how to get started in the business. And I've really been waiting for my tribe to come to me before I decided to do a video on it. So, since I've been getting a lot of questions about it, I decided to start off where I think you should too, which is asking yourself. So these are my 5 top things I think you should ask yourself before you go on your journey to open your home care agency. The first thing you need to ask yourself before you start your home care journey is, who are my clients? Now, this is a question that we ask ourselves in any industry that we're going to go into. And I think sometimes people kind of get lost when you start to ask, well, who am I going to serve? And a lot of people sometimes say, everyone. My product, everyone will love my product, or everyone will love my service. Well, yes and no. So you want to get your niche down to who you are marketing to. Who is your client? Who are you going to specifically be talking to? Where is your expertise at? So that's where you want to start. So you want to ask yourself questions like, am I going to work with seniors, individuals with intellectual disabilities, people with autism, mental health, children? So these are the things that you want to ask yourself. Who are my clientele? Before you actually start. And the reasons why you want to ask who your clientele is because the needs are different for each community of people that you'll be dealing with. And also the funding can be different. Like if you're dealing with state or federal funds, the funding streams are different. And you need to know who you're working with in order to know what funding streams that you're tapping into. And that's a whole nother course that I will be teaching. And if you're interested in that course, then you need to just subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to be letting you know when that course is going to come up. And then you can take part of that, because there's a lot more to talk about when it comes to funding streams. So moving right along to the second thing you need to ask yourself is, what type of agency do I want to open? Do I want an agency that is funded through the state, that I tap into and build the state? Or is it going to be private pay? Is it a home care agency where it's non-medical? Or is it a home health care agency where I'm dealing with medical needs? So you want to make sure you know what you're talking about and what kind of agency you want to open. Now, beyond the type of agency you want to open, the other thing you want to ask yourself is what type of business it's going to be. Is it going to be a limited liability corporation, an LLC, or is it going to be a nonprofit organization? Are you going to incorporate? These are other things that you'll need to ask yourself. And these are things that you need to research on your own, just so you know. You don't actually have to do all the work when it comes to applying for these different things. But what you want to do is at least have a foundation of knowledge, so you know what questions to ask when you're talking to a consultant, so that they can help you in the way that you need to be helped, instead of just giving you whatever they want to give you. And then the next thing you know, you're paying for services that you don't even need. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you know what you're talking about and do the research on what type of agency you want to open. The third thing you want to ask yourself before you open your home care agency is, am I an entrepreneur? And entrepreneurism starts with exactly what I've been talking about with the first 2 things that you need to ask yourself. Research. You need to research your industry. If you don't have experience in the industry, then you need to do some research and find out more about it. What is a a day in the life of a home care agency look like? What are the things that I'm going to need to do? You need to know all these things so nothing really comes up and blindsides you. You'll be prepared for it. Of course, there's always going to be unforeseen things, but at least this way, you basically know what you're in for. You just don't want to jump into a situation that you're totally blind about. So, and that's what comes with being an entrepreneur. Becoming an entrepreneur, and this might not be your first rodeo, right? I know I've tried several different businesses before I got into the home care agency industry. So this could be, something else that you're trying to do. So, but you just want to make sure that you get some background information, that you do your research, and that you know that this is what you want to do. That's what entrepreneurs do. That's what we do. We're always on it. We're always on the job, and we're finding out the information we need to find out. And so the fourth thing that you need to ask yourself before you take your journey to become a home care agency is, am I ready to take the risk? It's risk taking. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business person, if you're trying to open a franchise, whatever really it is that you want to do, you have to be willing to take the risk. At some point, there's going to be money placed on the table. And when that money is placed on the table, whether it's your money or whether you borrowed the money or whether you got the money from somebody who's investing, you still want to make proper decisions with that money because you want your organization to be successful. You want it to grow. So you have to be willing to take a risk. And taking a risk is just that. It's putting your money on the table and saying, I believe in this business. I believe in this industry. I believe that I can take this to a profitable, successful organization. And I'm willing to put such and such amount of money on the table to make it so. And I believe that once you get that in your mind, that you are a risk taker and you're willing to put your money on the table, then you're just about ready. You're just about ready to get in that game, because that's a biggie. Being a risk taker is a biggie. But all millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires, they got where they are today by taking risks. So you must be a risk taker. The fifth thing that you need to ask yourself before you start on your home care journey is passion. Do I have the passion to do this work? If you are working in a home care agency, healthcare industry, anything with working directly with people, you have to be a people person. You have to be a person that wants to help people, genuinely like people. You have to be someone who wants to see individuals do better, be better in the community. You want them to be successful at what they do. You don't want to be complacent. You don't want to just have a whole drum attitude towards the things that you're doing. You want to make sure that you really want the best for anybody that comes to get services from you, and not just the individuals that are getting services from you, but also your staff. You want to make sure that you are supporting your staff as if they are a customer, because in reality, everyone is a customer when they come to you. And when you put yourself out there as an entrepreneur, then everyone that comes around you is a customer, and you want to make sure that you are giving them the best that you can give them for what they bring to you. Your clientele are bringing you business. Your staff are bringing you business too. You need the staff in order for everything to work. You need the clients for everything to work. So you need everything to fit. You need everything to work together, and you need it to work together in a great way so that you have a successful business. And that's what it's all about. And before you start jumping into anything, putting money anywhere, you need to ask yourself these 5 top questions and do some research on the things that I just was talking about to make sure that this is something you want to do. because you just don't want to jump in and have no idea where you're going or what you're doing. So, but I know you can do it. If this is something that is on your mind, that has come to you, and you're like, I think I want to get into this business, then you might want to keep subscribing to this channel, because I'm going to have more information coming up. I'm going to have more content, and I'm going to have more courses for you to check out other than this YouTube channel that help you get on your way. So just subscribe to the channel, like and share, and I will see you next time. And I hope this helped you out. Leave some comments if you have any questions. You can ask me anything, and I'll be glad to help. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.
I've been hit but I have to stay afloat. It's not easy. Be a person you don't want. Can somebody take me out of the